Russia today, visiting the Moscow School of Management in the suburb of Skolkovo, and we join them on graduation day, so the celebrations are well underway. We're talking about the relative lack of management skills here after decades of a Soviet economy and what's being done to address that. I'm Sarah Lockett. Welcome to the Business Debate. With me now is Marat Atnashev, who is Dean of the Moscow School of Management. Thanks for joining us on the Business Debate.
Thank you.
So who should come to your school to do an MBA or other executive education? Is it really only Russians or people interested in doing business in Russia?
Well, definitely if you are Russian, you will be interested and consider the school as a main option for your international education. But we also think that we are a gateway for the international business into Russia. So whoever is interested in this region, wider region, Kazakhstan, Russia, Ukraine, and all the countries around, they should be considering our business school as a primary option. And for this sake, I also need to probably mention a dual degree program that we're launching in November, where the concept is that from Switzerland to Hong Kong, all those nations that want to cooperate and want to understand each other need to join the program and form an alumni network that will be capable of delivering new business.
And there's a shortage of management skills in Russia, would you agree? Tell me why that is and what are you doing about it?
Yeah, Russia, as many countries around us, are still a transition economy. And that's why we believe that shortage of skills is inevitable. The hard skills are probably easier, such skills as project management, operations excellence, and marketing, finance. As a school, we bring international expertise, the best practice, and we try to spread it across the companies and across our students. We also are looking for best practice within Russia to bring it to the classroom. But soft skills are where we see the biggest and the most difficult shortage, and that's where we specialize as a school. So we try to develop our proprietary technology or methods to bring those skills into the classroom, such as communication, negotiation, understanding each other, building trust. Those skills are really critical for the success of the economy.
And would you say that being an ex-Soviet economy, you have the right skills or mindset to teach entrepreneurial skills, whereas maybe would people be better off going to a European school?
Well, the important thing to understand about our school is that was founded by businesses, 18 businesses, very diverse, very different. And the school has always had entrepreneurial mindset as a core differentiator. So in our typical classroom, there will be around 50% of the entrepreneurs, owners of businesses. So the real expertise and knowledge is coming from within the class, from within the spirit in the school. And by the way, the school is a successful business itself.
And people here want to look outside of Russia. So tell me about some of the partnerships that you've set up internationally.
Yeah, we tried to build our partnerships following the economic logic of cooperation. Russia is cooperating with Europe. It's the most important economic partner. Russia is now building new ties with China and the Southeast Asia. Middle East is important, so we established a couple of important partnerships. So first is, to mention, is HKUST in the East, in Hong Kong University of Science and Technology, who are bringing their entrepreneurial spirit and innovation, and also the whole wealth of understanding and knowledge about the region. Then we also work with SMT Berlin, who are very similar to us in how they were created, as well. A new business school, quite young, very ambitious, and built by business for business. And IMD in Switzerland, in Lausanne, a great school, one of the best schools in Europe, as well, with very much an impact mentality, the mentality to make things done, can-do mentality.
And what do you get out of those partnerships? What do the students get out of those partnerships?
First of all, it gives a global perspective. We believe that business is de facto global across the world, even whichever boundary we create. So for those people who are now in our school, that gives a possibility to bring international expertise, bring international best practice, but also start thinking globally, start speaking the language, start understanding the culture, and become a global person, become a global corporation.
Well, Marat, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, now I'm joined by Marina Karvan, who is Director of Executive Education at the school. Thanks for your time today.
Thank you for coming to our school.
So what kind of executive education do you offer? Is it mostly for Russian companies? Is it for any particular sectors?
Executive education just started to be in Russia 15 years ago. And it means that the market is still growing, and that's why we're working with most of Russian or Russia-based corporations in different industries, like oil and gas sector, like farm sector or retail sector. And we work with some international corporations as well, based in Russia, like Unilever or Coca-Cola. Plus, we invite some partnership schools from Europe or from America or from China to come here to develop their skills with us. And for the moment, we have more than 100 corporations we're working with, plus we have 18,000 alumni of executive education for these 10 years.
And one of the unusual topics that you teach here is single industry towns, which is a phrase I haven't heard before in other business schools. So what is that?
Actually, this term is very known in the world because these are cities which were built around the factory, single factory. And this experience was in Europe, in UK, in America, and we had more than 300 model cities in Russia. And the history of them was more than 40 or 50 years. And this time, when factories are closing and businesses changing, these cities has to think what they can do in the future. And we invited teams of these cities to come to the school, and we developed these groups to have new strategies, to get new investors, to develop new history of the cities, and to come from mono cities to normal cities.
And executive education is growing at 30% a year. So why is that? And are you able to keep up? Do you have enough staff?
The market of executive education in Russia is still very new, and we develop it each day and each year. Most of our companies, they just started to understand the role of instruments of executive education in their development. And that's why we're growing so fast. And very important question about staff and about our team. We invite real professionals into our team from academic society with academic background, from consulting society, like producers, like managers, and we have quite a big team, more than 50 people. All of them are very motivated to develop the market and to develop the country through our companies.
And for executive education, you're the biggest business school in Russia by far, but you're not ranked yet because you haven't been going for long enough. So what does the future hold for you?
This is a very interesting and very important question for us because all schools, they can go to rankings just after 10 years history. We're 11 now, so now we can think about that. So we pass our EQUIS accreditation now. We're at the second stage, so we hope that we'll pass everything, and after that we'll go to rankings with executive education. And we'll see how it will help us with the market.
Well, Marina, thank you very much for that, and also to Marat before you.
Thank you. Thank you.